Vance from the Vance Law Firm, answering your legal questions live on air. And we have a caller on the line, Robert. Robert, what's your question?
Yes. My name is Robert Combs. I was stabbed in my head with a box cutter on June 5th, 2024. And I was having problems with getting, I was on life support for 2 months, and I was having problems with getting all my medical records to turn in to the DA in Lee County. So I've been trying to call around to acquire a lawyer, but my situation has occurred where it's been hard to get a lawyer. It's doing my bankruptcy in 2019. I'm prior military. So being in the military, I can't sue the federal government. And this personal injury was an individual that stabbed me in my head. But,
Robert, what year did you say that happened?
Say again?
What year did the stabbing happen?
It happened on June 15th, 2020.
2024, I thought that's what he said.
2024. Okay, your phone was going in and out. So from my understanding, stabbing 2024, and he's trying to get a hold of medical records.
Right. A couple of things there, Robert. First of all, that's terrible. I'm sorry you went through that. A couple of things jumped out. The medical records, it sometimes just takes a while. If you got treatment, you talked about being military. If you went to the VA and got any treatment, that's a slow process because the federal government, we wrestle with that every day, ordering records and waiting for records to come in. And sometimes you just got to be, patient. If it's a facility, I would keep making that request. You have a right to your own medical records. Now, you may have to pay for them, and that sounds odd, but what they do is they have to copy them for you, and they have a legal right to charge you for those copies. So if they say there's going to be a charge, just be aware of that and know that, yeah, you got to pay to get those. They're not going to give you the originals, and that's just the way that works. As far as an individual, is it a personal injury claim? Technically, it could be, or it is, I guess, but what could you get from the person? Most people don't have insurance that follows them around personally. So if it wasn't, from their homeowners, sometimes that could be an area where you could find some coverage or a business. But the issue becomes this: if it's an intentional act, there's not going to be a claim you can make against that person. So that's why it becomes a criminal matter. And the DA, he was talking about getting records for the district attorney so they can proceed with the criminal case. Criminal and civil are the two types of cases that our court system across the country allows. Criminal is what you think it is. It's anything that's a crime, the stabbing, shooting, assault of some sort. That's handled by the district attorney. There's not a private lawyer that would be involved in that. A defense lawyer would represent the aggrieved party, the injured party. But outside of that, any type of liability claim becomes a civil matter. And the people typically understand the difference when they think back to, I'm going to go way old school, the O.J. Simpson matter. There was a big criminal case, and he was acquitted because the whole, the glove that didn't fit, all those things.
But then they sued him civilly.
But then civilly, the family of the victims sued him personally in civil court for money damages. And that's just an example of the two systems, criminal and civil. So in your case, could there be? Maybe, but because it's an individual, likely not. If an individual is just somebody random, they may be worth looking into, but it's not a famous figure like the other example we just gave. So I hope that gives you at least some direction, Robert, and good luck to you.
Robert, thanks for calling in. Stewart, remind people how they can reach you.
Yeah, it's as easy as dialing 3 for me, 333-3333, or go to thevancelawfirm.com or WSFA.com. Leave a question, and we'll try to get to it on a Thursday.
All right, Stewart, we appreciate it. Still to come this